What is up, guys? Welcome back to Creative Readers, etc., the channel where I do creative things that sometimes involve reading, etc. So before we hop into today's video, we've got a couple of big changes to go over. And the biggest change right now is that it's just me. I'm the channel now. Cassandra has left to go do bigger, better things with her own YouTube channel, and Maddie is too busy. Of course, they might still show up every now and again, but for the most part, it's just going to be me from now on. So I'm excited to get to know all of you lovely people more intimately, since it's just you and I now. And with that, the next announcement I have is, since it's just me, the workload is a lot heavier, and since school has started and I'm actually in school, and it's my senior year and I've got a bunch of college classes going and a bunch of other stuff going around, like auditions that I gotta get ready for, videos will only be posted once a week. I know it's been a hot minute since the last video, sorry about that, but now that we're kind of getting back into the swing of things, we're going back to once a week videos for now. That way I can make better quality videos and I won't have to be as stressed, and you guys get to enjoy my content more rarely, so it's more special. With that, let's hop right into today's video. I'm very excited. As you can tell, I have a new setup background. I have just rearranged, and I'm going to be doing a bookshelf tour. Now, this is the same bookshelf that I've had. It's the same bookshelf. I just kind of stacked it up and then put it on the other side of my room and have a new wall. That's fun. But I wanted to give you guys a tour of the pride and joy of my room, which is my bookshelf, of course. I made it all nice and pretty. I've got some of my Pop Funkos, since I don't have as much shelving space, since I kind of like removed one of the shelves to put it on top of the other one. But it looks nice and I really like it. I don't know why I rearranged my room. It was kind of just a whim. All my friends are moving into college and getting to decorate dorm rooms, and I was like, I don't want to be left out, so I just kind of rearranged my room a little bit. And I really like it. I like how it looks, and I think this is actually a better video spot because it looks nice. I don't know, the lighting isn't as good, but I'm gonna hopefully get some like ring lights or something to put around here so that I can have good lighting for videos, but for now it's gonna look like this. Anyways, the things I'm going to be going over in this bookshelf tour are my newest book, my favorite book, my oldest book, my most expensive book, my least favorite book, and how I organize my shelves, which I will actually be starting with. So if you guys enjoy this video, drop a like, comment, makes my day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will also link Cassandra's new channel in the bottom description if you want to go check that out. She does pretty much the same stuff, but separated because she wants to do her own thing now that she's in college, which I totally understand. So go check her out. And without further ado, let's hop right on into this video. I don't know why I did that. There's not going to be a transition. I am standing right here. So as I said, we're going to start with how I organize my shelves, which I don't really have a method. A lot of people do their bookshelves by color or by author, by series. I just kind of put them where I thought they'd look nice. So this top shelf here, I've got the Harry Potter series. I've got my gold books when I did have my shelves organized by color. My gold and yellow books here. And then I've got just some of the smaller books all grouped together so they don't look as awkward because they're considerably smaller than my other books. I've grouped all of my older books around here. So like I've got The Great Gatsby, I've got Good Omens, which isn't an older book, but it's one of the older ones on my shelf. I've got Othello, I've got Streetcar Named Desire, so I've just got a bunch of fun stuff over here that's old, and I also happen to have it be smaller in my copies, so they all kind of work together and I like them, and it's a pretty aesthetically pleasing shelf, so I'm happy with that. My next shelf, this shelf right here, this is my favorite shelf. These are all of my favorite books in series, and this is like my baby shelf. I love this shelf. I've got, of course, all of the Throne of Glass series. I've got all of the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I have my Crooked Kingdom 6 of Crows collector's editions. I have Carry On and Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I have the Summoner, which I'll probably end up moving once I get the full series, but it looks nice and I do like it, so I put it up here. I used to have the Charlotte Holmes series on this shelf, but then I ended up getting the second book of Darius the Great Is Not Okay, so I wanted to put that on there because it is, of course, like my favorite book. So I'm very excited to have it on my favorite shelf, and that is why I moved it. My next shelf, this is mostly my shelf of series. I have a couple of history books. I've got a Greek mythology book and a King Arthurian Legends book. I have Sorcery of Thorns. It's a standalone book. I guess I could replace the novice with it, but I don't know if it fits, so I'm going to leave it where it is for now. Plus, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing. I have my Charlotte Holmes series, as I said, just because I couldn't put it up here, but I do like this series very much. I have all the Ranger's Apprentice, well, not all of them. I have 6 of them, but I'm working on getting them. I have all of mine on right here, and they look very nice and lovely together, and I do like that all of these books are about the same height, so that's very aesthetically pleasing to me as well. I have my 2 Caraval books, and I'm getting the 3rd one soon, hopefully. I really want the 3rd book. I just have been too lazy to order it, so I'm going to do that soon after I finish this one, probably. I have my normal copies of 6 of Crows. I have 2 of my Sherlock books, because I have 2. I have this one and then my fancy one. And I know they aren't necessarily a series, but I just wanted to put them together because I felt it was fitting. I have my short horror stories, because it looks pretty, especially next to the fancy Sherlock. And then I have my 2 Cassandra player books, which are not in any order at all, and I need to get City of Bones, but I have not yet. So I just put those 2 together because they look nice. And then I don't think you can see any shelves below this, but I'm going to tell you what they are anyway. I have my Rick Riordan shelf, which is like pretty much all of his books. I am in love with the shelf. It looks super nice. I just wish I had Percy Jackson in hardcover, but I do not, but I do like the paperback copies I have. So that's good. And then the bottom 2 shelves are just miscellaneous books or books that I want to get the full series of but have not yet, that I didn't really thoroughly enjoy. The only exceptions are Truly Devious and The Raven Boys, because I really do want to get the rest of the series for those, but I just haven't yet. So I just kind of stuck them down there. And then I've got some other random books on the very bottom shelf, and like my yearbooks from school. So the Divergent series is down there as well, because it's not necessarily that pretty or anything. And that is how I have organized my bookshelves. These are my good books. These are the books I don't really care about, and that's why you cannot see them. Alright, so now that I've gone through how we've got it set up, I'm gonna answer some questions about my shelf. First off, like I said, we're going to start with my newest book. And this actually came in yesterday. I was very, very excited because I've been waiting for this for months and months and months. And it is, of course, Darius the Great Deserves Better by, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but I'll put it right here. This guy. I absolutely adore the first book, Darius the Great Is Not Okay. I have raved about it so many times. Please go read it. And now the second one is out, and I had pre-ordered it like 2 months ago. I was so excited to get it, and I'm going to start it today because I just finished rereading Darius the Great Is Not Okay. And my heart and soul, I love these books. Well, I haven't read this one yet, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. The cover is gorgeous, and I'm very excited. So this is my newest book. Favorite book. That one's tricky.
Darius the Great Is Not Okay. So I wanted to put that on there because it is, of course, like my favorite book.
Like I said, Darius the Great Is Not Okay is probably one of my favorite books. But if we're going by aesthetic, 6 of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are also up there in favorite books, especially the collector's editions. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. So it's between those. As far as book goes, I'd probably say Darius the Great. My oldest book, that would be this one. My Conan Doyle, Works of Doyle, Sherlock Holmes book this was actually my grandmother's, and she gave it to me for a present. So I love it, and this is my oldest book. I don't actually know when this is from, but I'm sure she's had it a while. It looks very lovely. The pages are kind of yellow, so that tells me it's pretty old. And it's gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. I love it. It's doing great, sweetie. My most expensive book would definitely be these two. These two are definitely my most expensive books, just because they're the collector's editions. I got them fairly cheap because I got them on a good day, but like buying them from Amazon, it fluctuates from like anywhere from $17 to $70, so it just kind of depends on when you want to buy it. But these are definitely my most expensive books. My least favorite book is also another hard one, but this one is probably my least favorite. Oh, it's upside down. This one is probably my least favorite book on the shelf. I don't like this book, guys. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is probably my least favorite book. So that's the tea on that. And with that, I believe that concludes my tour of my freshly rearranged bookshelf. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions about my bookshelf, comment them down below and I will try to answer them either in a future video or just in the comments. Maybe I'll just do a Q&A video eventually, you never know. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great day and staying safe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!